Hey everyone, this is Hayata. I am here at the South Street Seaport with my Pinhole camera, and I do some volunteer work here with the maintenance of the old ships over here, and there's one behind me. There's like 3 or 4 of them here, and but my shift starts in a couple hours, but I did get here early to get some Pinhole photos, but that's not what we're going to talk about right now. I want to talk about something that I saw on my way in this morning, and it is kind of more in the interior part of the seaport, and it's these lamps that turn on in the evenings. So I thought that would make a pretty good Pinhole photo. So why don't we go over there and I can give you a look at what it looks like. And then what I'm planning on doing is after my shift is over, it'll be around 4 o'clock, 4:30, which is right around dusk. And oh, sorry, let the ambulance go by. Oh, they're done. So like I was saying, my shift ends around 4:30. Oh, there we go again. Hold on a second. Okay, so like I was saying, my shift ends around 4 o'clock, 4:30, and that'll be right around dusk. And that should be a good time to get this photo. But let's go over there and then give you a lay of the land before I start work. Here we are at the interior of the seaport, and on the right here used to be the old Fulton Fish Market, which was actually the fish market for New York City, like all of New York City. But that fish market has moved and it's been torn down, and this is what's been built in its place. It's more of a tourist type of thing. But here are the lamps I'm talking about, and I'll take some photos of them so you get a better idea of what they look like. Now, like I said, the idea is to come here when they're turned on. Now, truth be told, I did see them turned on this morning when I came in. It was only for about 10 minutes and I couldn't get anything set up. But we're going to come back after my shift volunteering is over and see what we can get. Now, it will probably be in the opposite direction. Now, I can't show that to you right now because we'll be looking right into the sun and you won't be able to see anything. So, you know, there's going to be like maybe 2 problems I kind of foresee. One is that I have to take the shot at dusk where there's enough light to have a good exposure time. Because if I wait too long and it gets really dark, my exposure time is going to be like an hour or 2 hours. And I won't get anything. I mean, it's a Pinhole camera, right? So it lets in very little light, so it takes a while to get an exposure. So try to get this at dusk where there should be enough light to get like a shorter exposure time, but hopefully we will see the lamps lit up also. Now, the second problem is going to be all the people. I mean, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning right now, and it's starting to get pretty busy. People are coming to work and stuff. You know, at dusk, when my volunteer shift is over, it's going to be like 4:30. So there's going to be a lot of people out here. So we're going to see how that affects what I do here. But yeah, I'll see you when I get back here at around 4:30. So I am back now. It's around 5 o'clock. It's about half hour past sunset. And yeah, I just finished my shift working on the boats. So as you can see, the lights are not on yet. But I did take an exposure reading, and the exposure is around 8 minutes. So that's still not too bad. So what I'm going to do is hang out here for a little bit longer and see if the lights turn on. And if they don't, the plan is to come back in the morning. So when I saw the lights on this morning, it was quite a bit more light than right now. So yeah, something about the timing of the lights, you know, and when they turn on and off, I guess, allows with like different levels of darkness. So that is the plan. We'll see what happens in the next 10-15 minutes, and if that doesn't work out, we'll be back here in the morning. I mean, not tomorrow morning. I have a medical thing tomorrow, but maybe the day after. And yeah, cross your fingers. So I am back here at the South Street Seaport a couple of days later, and I got here in the morning right at sunrise, which is about 6:30 a.m. and I couldn't do any video because the light was really changing fast. So I did get 2 photos, and the lights were on for both of them. There were 2 other shots I wanted to get, but the lights turned off, so oh well. I think the 2 I got are kind of interesting. So I'll put them up on the screen right now. So let me show you where I got these and what my exposure times were. So this is the first location. And we got the Seaport building here, then we got the lamp here. And when the lamps are lit up, they create a line through the image and into the city there. So should be a pretty interesting image. Now in terms of exposure times, when I first got here, right after sunset or sunrise, the exposure time said 5 minutes. But in this time of day, the lighting increases really quickly. So after I pulled the trigger for that 5-minute exposure, I kept checking the exposure times. And it went down to like 2.5 minutes, about halfway through my exposure, halfway through that beginning of that 5-minute exposure. So I let the total exposure time be about 3.5 minutes. And that should be good. We'll see how it comes out. Film is very flexible, so I'm not too worried about that. This is the second location I took a photo at, and that is the Ambrose, which is one of the ships that's part of the seaport that I work on. And you can see that there is a lamp there. And what I found interesting was also the cloud cover. So it's pretty clear now, but it was a bit cloudier and more moodier when I was taking the photo. So I think it should look pretty cool with the lamp lit up and the boat and the clouds, and you might still be able to see a bit of the city back there. It's a wide angle, so it's gonna be really small, but yeah, it should be pretty cool. And this one was easier to meter. I just took 1 exposure, and it was only for like 30 seconds, so I didn't have to worry about adjusting that exposure time in the middle. So, and again, you've seen it already, but I think it's gonna look pretty cool. So that's the end of our adventure. I am still at the seaport. I figured I'd put the Brooklyn Bridge behind me, so there's something interesting to look at back there. Now, one final thing is, I had 3 exposures left on that roll of film, and I used 2 for the photos this morning, and that leaves me 1 exposure before I can develop this roll of film. So that's my next challenge, and we'll see what happens there. Now I'll put up the images again so you can take a look at them, and we see you next time.